Welcome to the True North Racing Podcast, your go-to show for all things racing from coast to coast. We're here to chat with your favorite racers and bring you the latest from the world of short track racing. Hosted by John Morrison and Brandon Feeney. Get ready for fast cars, big personalities, and all the racing action you can handle. Ready? Green, green, green.
All right, and we're back for episode 2 of the True North Racing Podcast live version here at the Motorama Custom Car and Motorsports Expo. Once again, I'm John Morrison. Joining me as always is my co-host Brandon Feeney. Brandon, how are you, buddy? Since the 15 minutes since we haven't been up on stage.
I got another water, had a brownie. Fat guy life is good.
Exactly. We're back again for second episode, like I said. This time around, we're going to have a trio of guests. We got Cam K from the Stickers N Scuffs Podcast going to be joining us. We'll have Nathaniel Greenaway from the Ontario Sportsman Series and Phil Gibbons from Sauble Speedway joining us here in just a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be a trio to have. That Nathan's car over there looks pretty good. Hopefully he brings that beef jerky with him.
We're requesting some beef jerky from the number 93 Ontario Sportsman Series car. Cam, if you can hear us, buddy, we'd like some over here. We're going to, like I said, it's fun because I haven't really talked to Phil. I've talked to Phil a couple times. Cam, he's a podcast brother. You know, I look up to him. He's a really nice guy. Does a lot of great things with motorsports. I really love working with him. He's been the driving force behind us having a podcast booth here in partnership with Motorama Custom Car and Motorsports Expo. So, of course, we got to thank Boneyard Event Services for allowing us the space to come hang out, do our work for the weekend. True North Racing Podcast is over there. We have some hero cards. We got some business cards if you're interested in partnering with us. We got some random stickers that we've had left over from past years. And if you're a Joe Media driver in 2025, we do have your stickers with us today. Come on over. Come say hi. We'll be up here for, like you said, for the next 2 hours.
He didn't bring the jerky with him.
No jerky? He requested jerky. I announced it.
Who doesn't bring their sponsors jerky over the stage while we're filming?
Do you want some jerky?
You can. How are you going to display it without bringing it over?
Yeah. You got to support your sponsor. I'm good. What do you want?
We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
Oh, it will be. Don't worry.
You're going to need more room than this, boys.
We'll slide over. Don't worry.
Damn right, buddy.
You promised to sit on my lap, Phil.
That's what we were just talking about, too, is someone sitting on someone's lap. So we got Cam K sitting next to me here. We got Phil Gibbons in the blue sweater. And Greenaway will be back with some beef jerky here in a second.
You got multiple mics this year?
Yeah, dude.
Well, it's like a big
We're
time
special. Uh-oh.
I was hiding behind that,
No, it was fine where
Bryce.
it was. We're allowed to hide Feeney. It's me who's not allowed to be hidden.
Yeah.
That was in my contract.
I think you're more hidden. There we go. We got the jerky guy now. We went and sent the guy back for jerky, Phil. So.
What? Said you getting sponsored by them too?
I love this. How's it going, everybody?
What's going on, guys? I'm just waiting for the stage to collapse.
Especially the right side between the two of us.
Yeah. Got some right side weight here.
A little too much. I think we're going to be overweight.
Okay, then we'll call that a spit take.
I'm going to have to get a new rating on this podcast.
Oh.
You knew what happened last year, Kim.
Yeah, I would have to.
So,
my brand new uniform, too.
So this is going to be really weird because we got 3 different drivers. Or actually 2 different drivers. 3 because Feeney.
Well, not really one. It's like 2 and a half.
We got me and Cam over here.
We're drivers.
We're drivers.
We drive ratings, baby.
Yeah.
Well, John has driven a car. He's just too chicken to get another one.
I'm not chicken to get another one. I just don't have the need to get into one.
That sounds like chicken. Anyone that's driven a car has a need to get in one. Right, Phil?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but I was told if you couldn't drive a race car, you had to start a podcast.
Ouch.
So when do you start one, Nathaniel?
Ouch.
Next year. We're going to do one more year. We're going to give it a shot and try, and then if not, then we're going to
Drop the guy from the SNS Racing family right now.
You know I love you, Cam.
I think we found someone who's going to get their sticker peeled off after this.
He's not going to get it on.
Oh, too bad it's already on. I even put you on the hood. I think you're that special, you know?
Nah, well, yeah. Careful, I'll stick Nicole on you.
Don't worry, I got Graydon covered.
I was going to say, she's not here, so she's not here till tomorrow.
Yeah, she'll show up like ninja style right there.
Hey, if I don't see it coming, that's okay. Just make sure it's quick and easy.
If you say ice cream 3 times, Nicole will show up.
I guess so, eh?
100%.
How's it been, buddy?
It's been good. Busy off season.
With what?
What have you been up to? Come on now.
Working at Sauble now, doing tech up there.
Boo!
Yeah. I can't.
Peyton's
do it.
here, so we can say boo.
Oh, I see, yeah. Brad's over there
Boo
watching.
Sauble, yay Peterborough.
Yeah. Hey, I love Peterborough, too. Everybody knows that. But, yeah, doing that and just slowly getting the cars ready for this year. I'm still going to do, I think, 12 race schedule when I'm not working at Sauble. And,
Busy man.
Nicole's going to be back out in the car, too. So, with the little one, I'm going to have to do some babysitting, I guess. So that changes things.
Well, being in tech, you are going to be babysitting anyways, right?
It's not horrible. The only person I have to babysit's Brad Holmes, but yeah.
Guilty, right, Brad?
Other than that, it'll be good. Sauble, it's cranking up for a good season up there this year, so I'm excited for it.
Yeah, Sauble's a beautiful track, and if anyone who hasn't gone, you need to get out there. It is like, you're not even 5 minutes from the beach. You pass it on the way into Sauble. It's like there's no reason not to just stop off and go to the races, and they do great stuff up there.
Yeah, there's a few times, where we go for a quick swim before and then hit the track, and it depends how late I'm running, but usually we try to, and I'm excited this year to have the kid up there, and should take up a good part of our summer.
Family memories are awesome.
Yeah, I've learned that the
You
last
got to
6
start them
months.
young.
Exactly.
You going to be running the junior late this year?
Unfortunately, no, I don't have my hands on it yet, so we do have something, in the line down the road, but a few more years away.
I meant for you.
I can't fit my physique in one of those.
Did you hear our conversation between Feeney and I yesterday then? This is weird. Because we were talking about putting full-size adults into junior late models.
I would kind of like to see that.
Phil's kind of the only one, I think, of us that is closest.
So remember that NASCAR game for the Wii, the NASCAR races where the guys would sit at the top? I want to do that kind of thing. So like intermission show, let's have some fun.
I mean, what would be kind of cool is you flip the roof down and then you sit in it and you just see all these guys driving with their head out the top.
Yeah,
It's
but you flip those cars and then...
Yeah.
Not full speed. We're not going to allow them to go full speed because that would be dangerous.
The problem is I would go full speed.
Yeah, you can't tell Phil to slow down, right?
Well, no, you just put a piece of wood behind it. Instead of in front of it, you got to put it behind it.
Yeah, that's true.
I just want to say, Bryce, shout out to Bryce because everybody doesn't, they forget, and Bryce kind of put all this together and deserves a hand.
Woo, Bryce.
He has to deal with us schmucks here all weekend, so that's tough.
I was going to say, we knew Feeney didn't organize it, so.
Yeah.
I mean, even Bryce over here has been helping with the stage edit as well. He came up here, moved the cornhole boards around, so that way the camera is able to catch us, which, I mean, I'm okay being cut off because at least I lose 10 pounds.
Is that why they put the cornhole board in front of you so you can just peek through the hole a little bit? And...
If only my face was that small.
You got some trouble walking around here. I'm just saying, Corey McAllister giving faces everywhere.
Maybe Corey will be called up here at one point or another.
Oh, he's definitely going to get called over, but Phil's definitely right. If I put this together, it'd be all held together with zip ties and duct tape.
What does a guy have to do to get some free jack stands from 2-Speed Motorsports?
He's too far away now.
Oh, no, he heard. He's just walking away.
Well, no, it's good. I mean, I'm glad that we're going to continue to do this. It's kind of developed over the years. Remember when the first time we were up here, and there was, people were just kind of walking by and...
Last year, even.
Yeah.
Last year. That was my highest viewed video, though, last year. Someone walked right in front of us when I had Caitlin Wallace on here.
I remember Bryce looking like he was going to knock somebody out because he was in the middle of... He was middle of taping. Oh, yeah.
Bryce knocked someone out, man. He's such a nice guy.
He is, but somebody gets in front of him a couple of times, and
That's why the ropes.
Yes,
here.
he's got the ropes now because he learned. People were walking in front of him, and if I'm not mistaken, somebody tripped over the cord a couple of times.
Last year?
Yeah, last year, yeah.
Really?
May have been when I was up.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there was tripping going up the stage as well. We don't want to mention that.
There's no camera footage of that, is there? Just out of
I
curiosity.
can confirm it only happened to one person. That person is sitting beside you.
I'm shocked it wasn't Feeney.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, not Feeney. It was the cord over there, actually, that I tripped on.
I only came to stage once, so I didn't have to worry about it. So all that pressure was on the first step. I didn't have to do it multiple times. We're good.
I just got to say as well, Jomo, that
Yeah.
one thing that we've not had ever before on the stage is product.
Yeah.
And Nate's got product here this weekend.
I do.
Talk about that product, man.
All right, so which is really, really cool. It's all locally to southwestern Ontario. They're actually from close to my hometown. It's Rogue Meat Company. They are a Canadian-based company, which is, with everything going on right now, we're not going to get into that because we're about racing.
No politics.
Exactly. So, but these guys, they make an amazing product. My mechanic, his son's 2 years old, and he destroyed a bag himself. So it's nice and tender. It is some beef jerky. Right now they have 3 flavors, but I only have 2 with me right now, the maple garlic and the pepper. Very good if you like beef, if you like beef jerky, if you like a little bit of kick, sweetness. I sell them for $10 a bag here at Motorama. It's kind of the Motorama special. They average for about 15 on the shelves in and around southern Ontario. So if you guys are looking to try some, we'll pop open a bag here if you guys want to try it right here on set.
I think we got to do that. Rogue, you've been watching a lot of videos, so let's put it out there.
Yeah. You guys want to try it right here on stage
Let's
right now?
do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We'll put one bag that way.
Oh boy.
You guys rip open that one. You guys rip open that one.
So we got the peppered.
That's the
I
pepper.
was going to say, what do we got here, Phil?
You guys got the maple garlic.
This is gonna be dangerous.
Maple garlic.
Again, this is the first time we're trying product on stage. How is
You got
it?
the first piece,
Ooh, that
brother.
smells good.
Does it?
Let's try it out for the crowds that are watching.
Everyone's kind of intently watching now.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Ooh, that smells good.
Pretty good. Wow.
It's good stuff.
Said it's all nice and tender, all
Come on,
all
give it a
locally
try.
made.
You want to try, guys?
Anybody want to come in at stage, give some beef jerky a try?
How can you say no to beef jerky?
I know, right? Especially free beef jerky.
Yeah, we're keeping... No, this is ours.
I was gonna pass it down, let them at least try the maple garlic if they wanted.
We're not dumb. I told you to bring it for a reason.
All right, fair enough. 9.3 out of 10. Hey, 9.3. I like the number. Take the point out. We got some 93 in there. We're perfect. We're good.
Got some
Like
for
it.
sale over there.
I do sell it for $10 a bag if you guys are interested after this. 9.2.
9.2.
All right, I'll take it.
Whoever's lower than that, kick him out of the group.
Oh, we got a 9.4. So, like I said, these guys are local to Ontario. They're a bunch of great guys. They'll be at the tracks quite often with me this year. I want to get these guys really, really involved with the Sportsman series, and they've been following Cam very, very close with the podcast. So, but yeah, no, I appreciate you guys giving.
If they
some
paid me
feedback
in
on-
beef jerky, life would be great, eh?
it'd be great
Right?
for all of us, eh?
You know where that'd be good? That'd be good at the tower at Delaware Speedway when calling races on Rogers. That's what we needed. Where were
Speaking
ya?
of that, eh? I got to talk about your call at Rogers last year, eh?
Uh-oh.
Who would have thought that you would have seen a car almost hit the flagpole? Like, I still went back and replayed that call because you and Chris were on it, like excited and everything, but probably the most insane wreck I've ever seen.
Yeah,
You were there too, weren't you?
Yeah, I was sitting on pit road, and all of a sudden my spotter's like, "Well, I can't believe this." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Give it a second. 3, 2. There goes a car on its roof." I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, unfortunately, it was Dale, and I know Dale pretty good, so calling it was a little tough. Keep your emotions and everything. But I learned so much from those Rogers guys and doing all that, and that it's definitely a unique thing to be able to do. Especially being out, I had a concussion, and they sent me a message and asked if I wanted to, and so yeah, it's kind of fun.
You do it again?
The guy has contacted me to come down a couple times this year, so I'm looking forward to it. So.
Do you have to, have to tell Brad and say, hey, I'm going to go do this, or no conflicts, or?
Sauble runs on Saturday nights, so my Friday nights are free, buddy.
So you're going to be, you're going back and forth. So when are you going to go up there and speak and do some commentary with Jim?
I don't know with Jim. Oh God, I don't think I'd be able to get a word in with Jim. I love the guy. I've known him for years and years, and he's like the Sauble Speedway. I don't know, statistician, I guess you'd call it, but yeah, good old Jim Irvin.
And you know what I'm excited for this year is that you got a combination, you and Brad. What's it been like so far working with Brad?
Be nice. He is listening.
I'll say he is standing.
And
right
don't kiss
now.
his butt. Don't kiss his butt too much.
Okay, he's drinking a coffee. Go.
He's got no clue what's going on half the time. No, I'm just kidding. He's pretty good. We have our discussions and figure out what we need to do to go forward. But I'm just thankful for the opportunity with the Gressel family and obviously with Tina on the other side of the ownership. But Brad's someone good to work for, and I don't know. He can be a bit of a pain though.
I think we need to clip that and just, what's it like working with Brad? He can be a pain.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
So, since you worked with Rogers TV, now you're working with Sauble, is there a chance that Brad gets us a TV deal at Sauble as well?
I don't know. He's over there shrugging his shoulders, but
come on, Brad, let's make it happen.
I don't know. Sauble Speedway has its own unique style of racing and the way the track is, and I would love to be able to watch it from home, but unfortunately I have to be at the track anyway.
I mean, I feel like you could check the bone stocks from home. It's like you could see how they're driving and just be, yeah, that one's wrong. Just DQ them. I'm staying here.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. There's some things you can see when they're just going around the track. So, but working with Brad and hopefully hopefully this season goes really, really strong for us up there.
Feels like it. I think it's got some momentum behind it. What about you? You're going back to Sauble this year. A little bit different. I think you got some experience now.
So I know the first time around at Sauble, we showed up and unloaded as fast as we could to get onto the track. Went to the wrong gate, and you just see us bombing through the parking lot. And then, but going to Sauble, honestly, it's a great track, and I wish we'd seen it more on our schedule. We are only going once this year. I was really pushing for a second race. I was excited when they did the initial release. I know they shot the gun a little early on that one, but I definitely don't shy away from any chance at Sauble because it is a great track. They treat the racers like family, and I know they welcomed myself and my girlfriend Jo with open arms as she was excited to ride in the back of the pace truck and get some unreal photos for the series as well. So like they bring you in, they respect the drivers, and they take you in like family, and that's all you could ask from a track, to be honest.
It's great to see that. I mean, obviously, we kind of, what's nice about everybody on this panel is we're all covering different tracks.
Yep.
This year, I mean, you're kind of like the Flamborough guru, man. Like, you know it like the back of your hand. And man, I absolutely love the fact that I get to finally, for the first time, I think I'm going to see some CVMs live.
You need to.
In action. Never seen them. I saw Pro Challenge for the first time last year. I
still
think Feeney wants to get in one of those.
Actually, I still want to.
Yeah, I mean, that's
fun.
Underrated, I think. Probably the best way to describe it is it's an underrated series. Even Phil goes and runs a mini stock for Matt Young, goes out and wins ACC. I think you could do the same thing. You put him in one of those Pro Challenge cars, go out and, I don't know, how's Flamborough for you? Pretty good there, right?
For me, it's one of my best tracks. But I don't know. Those Pro Challenge cars are a whole different ball game. You know, front wheel drive stuff I'm pretty good at. It's been a while. It's been a couple of years since I've been in the rear wheel drive, so that would be a bit of a challenge. But maybe I can talk Emma Norris into letting me jump in her car one night.
Well, and then the Nate, you didn't even get a chance. We got maybe 2 pace laps, and then it rained out.
I remember we took practice, and I was getting a bunch of pictures and a bunch of tips and stuff from Brad and Kevin on, hey, like, don't be afraid, get up to the wall, like, you got lots of room. Use the space on the track. And I was starting to get excited, and then all of a sudden it started trickling, and right as we were taking the pace laps, and then they were like, well, no, we're gonna call it, and that was our only race at Flamborough last year. We're only going once this year, so I don't even have a race at Flamborough on my belt yet. So still going back, it's going to be another new feel this year, so I'm definitely excited. I'm leaning on the guys that have been there multiple times and running consistently and all that stuff, so keeping an eye on all the podcast guys, and they share their tips and tricks all the time. So it's been huge help, because it does help, especially when last year going into the series being new. Everybody that jumps in and helps out, that's what helped me out get through a solid season.
Oh yeah, and and I really hate, because like I love the Sportsman series. I love them at Flamborough, and they put on always such a great race. It's either a really, really good race or it's a really, really wreckfest race.
Yes.
But again, that's what I love about the both styles, because you never know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
When you guys see that green flag and you start going for your 100 laps, because it could be an absolute crapshoot of a bunch of torn up race cars, or you're going to see great battles throughout the field.
Exactly, and they told us the same thing when we went to Peterborough. Was it's either going to be a really, really good race, green to checkered, or it's going to be a wreck fest and you're towing a wrecked car home.
Yeah.
And actually, it was a really, really good race at Peterborough last year, and I took what I learned at Peterborough and I was going to bring it to Flamborough. And when we didn't get that chance, and I've been hearing that, I hear Slamborough, I hear all the comments about everything, and I've grown up watching races at Flamborough, Delaware, the dirt tracks, and seeing all that just. I've seen good, clean racing, but I've seen a wreck fest.
Yeah.
So I just hope I'm not a part of that wreck fest, and we can keep it clean, because I only got one car. So, and I'd hate to. We got a really, really good-looking wrap this year that was done by St. Clair College by Jacob Wright, the third-year student. So I would hate to put a scratch on it, but I know it's going to happen at some point throughout the year. So,
which I want to add though, because when I saw that you guys were going to go do, get St. Clair College to get one of their students to design a car. I looked at that and I'm like, that is what a lot of people, I like when people do that. I like when people go out into the community and get attached, get into it, because what was the ooh, hello. Man.
$1?
Yeah,
you're running multicolours this year?
I think, Cam, you would look really good in that sweater.
Oh, man. I would like green, please.
Yeah, Cam, you would look really good in that pink sweater, though. I think you would look really good.
We got Pedal Power here joining us on the side here.
The legendary.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Sorry, we're throwing you on the mic here real quick, but
thank you for all you do.
Yes, thank you. We love watching your videos, and it helps us be able to, a lot of us, to go back and watch what happened, or I really love watching your guys' stuff from Flamborough, because it really helps me eye open of what they went through, and I'm sure everyone here can attest to that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I've watched that Gold Rush video that I just absolutely love, numerous times to see if I made a mistake when I got spun around, but I don't think I did.
I disagree. No, I'm actually, when are we going to get the permanent Pedal Power seat? Because there needs to be just something that's got the sign that this is reserved for Pedal Power because of all you do. So, and you're on our shirts this year. I'm not going to stand up and show everyone my rear on camera. You have to pay to see that. But we just want to thank you for everything.
Yes, thank you. You guys do such a great work for everyone, and to come out and shoot all the videos you guys do. It's a lot of work, and I think everyone here can appreciate that, and thank you for that. So
I know as racers, we definitely appreciate it, because like I said, I have family out west, and they get to go back and watch it. And I know every time we've gone to Sauble Beach, they were there, so we got to go back and rewatch our races, and I got to put them on my big screen TV, and I was like, "Hey, I'm on TV."
I always message her. I say like, I'm always like, "Oh, thank you so much for posting. I'm rewatching all this," and it was OSS stuff as well. Like it just, for a small racing series, for small people like us, we're not the big budget of NASCAR down south, right? So to see any coverage on YouTube, anything recorded is truly the coolest. So
yes.
We can't wait to see more. If we could duplicate you and have you at every single track on the same night, perfect.
Yeah. Hey, there's two goals to have with Pedal Power. There's one to make the win of the race, but you have to try to avoid the spins and wrecks of the year.
Her right there.
She'll gladly sell
they
you
want to
some
get beef jerky. These guys want beef jerky.
Just follow
guys,
her.
The girl right here beside the camera.
Right here.
Yeah, her. You guys get the jerky from her.
Just follow her. She'll take care of you guys. No worries, guys.
Enjoy, guys.
Wait, that was on camera. Oh,
That's why I said she'll get you the jerky. I mean, I helped you out
You
there.
said it.
Oh, I know.
If there wasn't more better promotion for Rogue right there.
Oh, they're killing it. We got kids
good
coming
right
in. Where do
now.
we buy the beef jerky? Like,
Yeah, where do you buy the beef jerky?
So-
We'll show you.
Oh man, that's awesome.
I know, right? You kind of saved me on that one. Cam comes running. He goes, "You're supposed to be on stage." I'm like, "No, that's tomorrow." He goes, "No, right now." I was like, "Oh, get here." And they're like,
If you would listen to me when I talk to you, that would be really important.
I feel like
Cam,
I'm at home right
Cam,
now.
They're race car drivers. They don't listen to anyone.
I know. I just need a bell on this guy, right?
I don't know about you, but do you guys listen to your spotters too? Like,
No. Yeah,
you guys
don't.
have spotters?
thankfully, I do.
I don't know what a spotter is.
Oh boy, we're just falling off the rails here, but we hope to see you around a lot this summer.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
make sure if you guys see and subscribe, Pedal Power 51 YouTube. You guys have Facebook too, yeah?
Yep.
Pedal Power 51. And you get down, like, I'm talking years ago. There's stuff from all over Ontario, Varney, Flamborough, Delaware, Peterborough, yeah, Sauble, Grand Bend.
Laird Speedway.
Grand Bend.
Yeah.
Laird Speedway last year. Yep.
Laird, that was
I
awesome.
love that. Thank you so much.
Merrittville.
Yep.
Do we do Brighton?
Yeah.
Not
Humberstone.
Brighton.
Humberstone, well, they were still open.
Brockville? Oh,
Humberstone.
Humberstone.
Yeah.
R.I.P. And then obviously Sunset. So Pedal Power 51 on YouTube. Subscribe.
Yeah.
It's over 1,600 videos. It's
16
over 1,600 videos.
1,600 videos.
So if you want to catch some good old racing, you want to go back and watch some classics, that's definitely the place to go.
Yeah, Pedal Power 51.
How long have you guys been doing this for now?
I've been putting them on YouTube since 2012.
That's awesome.
I've been doing videos since 2005.
I'm about to get yelled at.
That's a lot of content.
I was gonna say we have to remember.
A lot of content.
We have to remember she's only half of it too. She's got a personal driver that
Yeah.
gets her to all
Where
the
is her
tracks.
personal driver?
Clark's over there somewhere.
Where's Clark?
I think he's walking around somewhere.
He's over at
Oh,
the
there he
zone
is.
there.
I tried to offer Clark the charity car, but he got rid of all his helmet and stuff like that. So
Yeah, so we throw it out there to you, Clark, as well. There we go.
Oh man. Thank you. We'll see you in a bit, okay?
Good show.
Yeah. Thanks.
Pedal Power 51, everybody.
Yes. We love pedal power.
We do.
Yeah.
I might
can't
go
go
home
wrong.
and watch some Pedal Power tonight, actually.
See, go watch some classics.
Exactly.
That was the coolest thing about it, is that for getting to learn drivers' names, like for me, that's really big, right? When we're trying to do like
Yeah.
announcing and stuff, you kind of have to know who the heck is on the racetrack. And Paddle Power is like when I go back and I'll watch all those videos, it's like studying the names of.
They
who the
don't call
racers-
me Brandon Patrick. Kinda
No,
like,
that's
like
Rogers.
In Delaware, that's a Rogers TV.
That's a
thing,
Rogers
so.
did that.
I was not on that
No.
night. That was not me. I can
And
say
Phil knows how mad I was that night. He was like I felt bad because I was just constantly like.
my phone was going off nuts, like
was
nonstop.
like, I sent the
whole,
list.
The
I
whole
sent
yeah.
it.
I sent this list. I can't say what the other guy's saying, dude. So
I know. I was in the car. I got out of my car after, and I grabbed my phone. They're like, "You're not Brandon Patrick."
The worst part about it is that it was like multiple times.
Yes, it was all race.
Yeah, because you get Greenway a
Yeah,
lot.
I get that a lot, and a lot of
lot.
people miss the A, which I'm fine with. Because a lot of people don't expect the A, right? So I get it. I'm fine with that. It's close enough.
And Feeney, you probably get like Feeney without the E, right? Like FENEENEY. Instead of that, you just get NY, like Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World.
actually, most of the time I just get called the Liquid Molly car. People forget my name.
Okay, well there you go. Like or just people just call you Feeney. They don't even call you Brandon, right? What about you, Phil? You got anything that people call you?
I can't repeat it.
Are you sure?
100%.
What's the rating on the Motorama podcast there,
Currently.
Bryce?
The fact,
don't
that
know?
the fact that we're seeing kids around, I'm going to say we're going to keep it E for everyone.
E for everyone.
I like it.
If this was Saturday, it'd be a little bit.
If
more
this was
lenient.
Saturday at like 8 p.m.,
Yeah.
yeah.
Give it, 10 p.m. 10 p.m.
Yeah.
What? Well, we're doing E because we're here, but if I'm on my show, it doesn't matter. If we're at home recording, it'd be like mature audiences only.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, it's been kind of like, for Friday, it's been really busy actually, which is really great. I mean, I'm not saying that it wasn't quiet by far last year, but I think, like Bryce, it seems like a lot busier, and they had a really good promotion this year that it's was it cheaper by $5?
It's $5 if you bought your tickets online between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. You save $10 after 4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
If you purchased online, which I love. Like you want people to come out, and it's tough on a Friday, especially when a lot of people work.
Yes.
Luckily, we all get to be here and hang out all day, but for someone who's at home, like hell, my wife showed up today, but she's working.
Yes, she is.
She was able to. One of her clients wanted to come here today, so they were able to come. So
Nice.
but she's coming tomorrow and the rest of the weekend. So, but still, like you want to be able to get these people. 5 o'clock comes. Do you really want to go to a car show?
After 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
After 5 o'clock
On a Friday.
You get done work and you're like, well, we only get a couple hours.
And you may get a couple hours. You may not. You may not get to see the whole show.
And as much as he seems to, not everybody is here to see the magic of Brad Holmes.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing. Well, that's why I'm here.
Daytime Brad Holmes or nighttime Brad Holmes?
Doesn't matter. Any Holmes will do.
Hey now.
Yeah, but it's great. We've already had a lot of racers come in. We actually had racers in our booth signing autographs.
Yep.
I'm going to embarrass Brody right now. He can't hear his name, but Brody Coates was signing autographs. We had Morgan Moore. We had Jen Hatch. Dean Jessup was been here. And then tomorrow we have. I think
we've got a laundry list of people
we
tomorrow.
have like 25 to 30 tomorrow.
I might need a reminder text about 10 minutes prior.
Yeah, so I came running for him, even though you and I talked earlier, Joe. Okay.
See, that was even my reminder.
So whose fault was it?
All I'm hearing is thump, 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 thump.
He was already
I'm
in
not
trouble
opening my
last
mouth.
year because what was it? Who did you forget when you talked about your car last year?
It was pretty good, okay?
Who did you
I thought
forget?
It was pretty good.
Hey,
Who did you forget?
He's a smart guy. He listened to his wife. He followed the rules.
Yeah.
He just forgot the jerky.
Yeah, I just forgot the jerky.
What's up? Yeah? Do you guys want to try some beef jerky? Yeah? Come, try.
Come on up.
Yes, this is live. So
No.
Yeah, it's live.
No.
Maple garlic and we got ketchup.
the
So
one
we're
thing
just trying to sell out all of the beef
Oh.
jerky, man.
I'm hoping by the end of the weekend.
At
Pay
the
the
end of
hotel
today.
fee,
Did
right?
all those guys get some, Joe? Did the guys get some jerky from you?
Hey,
So I get some of that commission, right? Because
It's
I
like
told him come
that's
try
like
it, right?
It's like a quarter of a tire.
Come on, Rogue.
Me and John show. We get the commission on this.
No. You weren't the one that was telling him to come over.
At this point, we're the guests. We're just here having fun.
Welcome to the Rogue Beef Jerky
I
Podcast.
know,
Like, really,
right?
that's what it's turning
hey,
into.
That's-
no extra
too.
money out of their pocket, and it's like, this is the Rogue Meat Podcast.
We could
I'm sure
alter
they'd be
the
up for
sign.
that,
I
right?
mean, we could. I mean, what's cool is we could just slap a Rogue logo and then just the Rogue Racing Zone. We're going Rogue here, so.
I mean, for the right amount of beef jerky, I'm sure John could add it for the season.
Don't worry, Jeff from Golf's already come by and they've already bought a bunch of bags and they're buying more. So we could probably make it happen.
That's awesome. That's good though.
Yeah. No, it's really cool to have a product on the car that that I eat myself and I can be proud to represent. I know personally I don't put anything on the car that I'm not proud to run and represent because I want to be able to speak highly of it, talk about it. I've had companies approach me that it's great, but if I can't really represent the product well, it's not worth. I mean, it is worth it. I'll take the money if they keep pushing it. I'm not going to say no, but at the same time, I want to be able to proudly represent everybody on my car because it's just the care and everything behind everything makes people so much happier when they see it. When it makes them more willing to come back years going on, and it makes for long-lasting good partnerships. Because, like I said, when you can speak highly of it, it's just they feel your emotion, right? So,
Yep.
and that's really what pushes everything. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, like it's same with my car. Like, you know, the sponsors that are on it are all people that are, you know, close. They're now close with us. Corey McAllister's been on since like 2018 with Call the Cobb Millwrights. London Rec came on last year, but Mike's always been there to help us out. And Jennifer Hatch, obviously, everybody knows Jen. So Jen and Tracy Ellis with PC 275, like. It's all people and businesses that I know.
Exactly.
And obviously, my workplace as well is on there, Wellington Perforated, and I've been there for 20 years. But yeah, it's I don't know. I like you were saying. I want to know what I'm representing.
Exactly.
As well. So you know, and I have bad days at the track where sometimes I snap a little bit or something, and I do something stupid. And
Race car drivers snap?
Yeah.
No way.
Race car drivers do something stupid?
I'm the first one messaging them being like, hey, sorry, you know, I lost a little bit. At least with Corey, we all know that he understands that, but sometimes that gets a little touchy sometimes, too.
And you know what? Corey, I think, would be the first to admit that sometimes he gets angry and sometimes he climbs over the hood of his car to try and get at people. And
one of the most respectful things I seen Corey do was actually last year at Sauble. He was gone, like Corey was gone, and Ollie Ferguson literally just every lap was, you know, he was a tenth or two faster, and he worked on it, and he got by Corey. And after the race, Corey went over and shook his hand, offered him a beer. Like, you know, that's just what that series is about. Your series it's very, very close and tight knit, which is pretty good.
And that's the one thing I do love about the Sportsman series is does it have its ups and downs like every series? Yes. Can we always be better? Absolutely. We're always improving. If we're not improving, we're not learning. But it's a series to where I can walk up to anybody's trailer, talk to them, and I'm not gonna. Some guys will be like, "Hey, is it tight, loose? Like here's some options that you could try." And it's a close knit family, which is nice. Is when you tour with these guys all season long. So either you're gonna have a grudge match in the first race of the year, and then you're really screwed for the rest of the year because ain't no one working with you after that. Or if you can be a tight knit family, then it just makes racing in the series so much better. And honestly, it makes the racing better because then the respect is there, right? Yep. Once you have the respect of your fellow competitors and drivers, the racing just gets so much more intense because you get within inches of each other, and it just makes for great racing.
And just like with you guys, like with the Canadian Vintage Modifieds, you guys can't just, if you have a bad race weekend, let's say you and Phil got into it, you can't just take your car and go run Sunset or whatever. You guys are competing with each other every week. The CVMs, if they want to get mad at someone, they want to go race somewhere else. Guess what? They got to go to Michigan. Yeah. There's nowhere close that they're going to run. So yeah, you guys kind of have to be. But again, just like every other family, you're going to have your fights. You're going to have your disagreements. But guess what?
That's family.
That's family. But that's what the end of the season banquets are for, and that's what the preseasons are for as well.
Exactly.
To clean the slate and start off the year with or even come to Motorama,
events
start
like this,
fresh.
Exactly. Events like this, like with Motorama, like it's awesome being here because you get to create the partnerships and the long-time friendships, but you get the chance on setup day when the crowd's not here and you can go and stand with, like we were over at Corey's booth, talk with them. They were trying jerky and I was letting them sample them and they're throwing cash my way. I'm not going to say no. So, but it wasn't dollar bills.
So you just scammed Corey out of money.
No, Corey didn't even buy any. It wasn't even Corey. It was all his guys.
You didn't even buy any.
He just said jerky.
I know. It tells me I'm too expensive. Tells me I'm too expensive.
You're too expensive, eh? Why don't we do a trade?
Yeah.
Why don't we trade some jack stands
for some jerky? Hey, Corey, it's a J for J. Jack stands for jerky. Come on.
That's a lot of jerky.
But it's nice that you got so many cool people out there because, like, the one thing I think that's really a big testament to this show is that last year you actually got a partner from this show.
Yes.
That is no joke. It is
really
a conversation that you had. Was it on the Friday? I believe it was, or Saturday.
We started off on the Friday, and then we kept talking. Like I didn't push him. You just go say hi. You introduce yourself on the Friday, and then you go back. And when they have some more time on the Saturday or before the doors open, it was Sherry with WD-40. We went over and I talked with her, and she goes, "I would really love to get involved with you and with this." So. We'll never turn away anything, especially when WD-40, they said, well, how about this? Instead of money, let's give you product. And I was like, absolutely. You know what? That's awesome. Thank you guys very much. All of a sudden, I get an email saying, okay, it's on its way. And I walk out my front door when I got home from work, and there's a massive pallet of just WD-40. And I was blown away. I immediately messaged her. I was like, you did not have to do all this. She goes, that's nothing. And then I get an email from her this year. She goes, how much more do you need? Do you want more? Do you want the same order? Do you want... So, like, those guys... For me, product, I use WD-40 for everything now.
I would.
And that's not just, like, I've used it in my shop growing up.
Is that what that cologne is?
Yeah, it's that WD-40 perfume. You know, you just got to spray a little bit. It's that race car scent.
If you accidentally drop some of that WD-40 in the 38 mod, I'll use it all season too.
What my plan is to do, if I can get the delivery in, if I can talk with them and talk with Sherry to get some in, I do want to bring some to each track because I want to do, with how much we got last year, I want to work with some kind of contingency with my series or hopefully with someone else to where, you know, we can give a case of WD-40 out for a race, whoever
awesome.
finishes on a certain lap, just because as much as I love receiving it, like I have so much I don't know what to do with half it, like with it. So if I can share it with other racers and stuff too, it makes that partnership better. Everybody's just loves it because they get the product, they get to use it, and WD-40 is not cheap. So
No.
like racers when they get the product, they're using it, right? So
They'd be happy.
Exactly.
I like that. I like the fact that even you're wanting to put it back into your series
Yeah.
to help out because again, that's what keeps the racing division strong too. Is putting back
Exactly.
into what you get out of it.
Exactly. So, and that's to where like you keep your partnerships going with, where you go sit down, you have a drink with them,
Yep.
you bring them out for chucks, for half price appetizers, stuff like that, and you just go out and you create. Like I know I used with my girlfriend Jolene, she was a graphic design student, and she's the one that got the connection for St. Clair College for us to do everything. So I know I'm being stared at, and I'm not looking over there.
It's nice that you remembered her
Yes.
this time.
She does a pretty good job at everything she does. Yep, seen that coming. So, but anyway,
You're number one, buddy.
Yeah, I'm her number one fan. So, but no, it was really cool. It was her idea to get the college involved in everything, right? So, to be able to build those partnerships, that's what keeps us racing,
Yeah.
because we get the opportunity to do what we love. And I know without our partnerships, we're not racing, right? With Rogue Meats, with Epic Race, where, man, I got so many partners on my car. I need a list in front of me. Cam's going to quiz me by the end of this show.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do because we're about to not necessarily kick you guys off, but we're going to start wrapping up the show here. It's been an absolute blast getting a chance to talk with all three of you guys, getting three different perspectives, and being able to talk to you guys because, hell, sometimes I haven't met you yet, and I'm thankful that we're talking.
Hi, I'm Nate. Nice to meet you.
I'm John. But no, like we can see each other's stuff. Like
Exactly.
I see your racing career. I've seen what you've been doing the last couple of years with the OSS. You know, I've watched Phil race for the last probably 10, 15 years at this point. It feels like Cam. You know, Cam over here. I've known for the past 3-4 years almost, about 4 years now.
Yeah.
You know, to see everyone grow, to see everyone, and that's what it gives us a chance to be able to talk to you guys, meet you guys, and get to know a little bit more about you. That's the fun part, right?
And that's to where, like, for us as racers to have you guys as podcasters that love racing so much with Jomo, Stickers and Scuffs, Feeney Call, like for us, it gets the name awareness out there, and you guys doing what you guys do is incredible for us because as racers, you know, we're not the States, right? We don't get all those big series, and we don't get all that. So the attention that we at least get from your guys' podcast is what helps us so much. And you guys do it day in and day out. And like I know from a racer standpoint, and I know Phil probably too, like we appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Like there's times where, you know, you get out of the car at Sunset Speedway and Cam's there and he's got a video of the finish that, you know, you got beat by a nose and he just has to rub it in a little bit. But
yeah, I do tend to do that.
Yeah, but no, we absolutely, you know, it's fantastic to have you guys in the sport, and it's a different side of it, and it's needed.
I think it's about time then we announce our retirement.
Retirement?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. If I can't
Who's
retire,
retiring?
you can't retire.
Oh, we're not retiring? Okay.
Every time
okay,
I
never
retire, I get suckered back into things.
Yeah, you've had like 4 or 5 retirements now, haven't you? 2? Well, 2 in the last 2 years, I
Can
guess.
still count on one hand. So.
His title should be part-time.
Yeah, thanks, John, for having us.
No problem. But before we let you guys get off here, you're not getting off that easy, okay?
I knew you were going to do this.
Do what?
Don't you do it?
We're going to go down that line, starting with Phil, working our way this way over to Cam. Each of you guys, I want you guys to give a big shout out to every one of your sponsors.
Okay, I can stand up and do this. We're good.
All right, so I guess I'm going first.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got to thank London Recreational Racing, Jennifer Hatch, PC 275, Wellington Perforated Sheet and Plate, Caldecott Millwrights, obviously. Corey, he's here in the building with that fancy 2-speed setup he's got over there. So that's mainly it. For my car.
All right, so I have to rip out.
We're going to be here for a while.
Okay. So, I can't run the season without a big thanks to all my partners and stuff. Rogue Meat coming on board this year in a big way. We got Rogue Meat, Stickers N Scuffs Podcast. Jolene Treja with Rustic Graphic Designs. I got my parents.
You didn't forget her.
Hey, see, I went early this time. My mom with Country Road Towing. My dad with Affordable Framing and Son. Can't do it without their support. My in-laws with 3D Farms. We also have Lucia Glove and Safety Dover Duds, JP Smitty Sauces, Exquisite Detailing, Select Finishing for the amazing powder coat that they did on the car. Yep, okay.
I love questioning you guys.
If you forget, they're going to pull all their funding.
Oh, I know. We also got Epic Racewear. That's going to give us an amazing new fire suit this year. We've been running an Epic suit for the last couple of years, so they've been great to us. We also have Tilbury Steel, Impact Graphics for the amazing wrap job that they did, St. Clair College, WD-40, and I'm going to run out of time here. So definitely, without all my partners, I can't thank them all enough without their support. So I thank you guys too. So
I forgot one.
Who'd you forget?
Clark Automotive.
there you go.
It's all right, though.
Nick
Clark.
Pulls funding.
Yeah, exactly.
Cam, you're not allowed to look at your shirt. You need to do this.
Come on, buddy, you got this.
I just did this on SNS Live last week, though, so that should count.
It's not today, though.
If it's not today, you got to do it right here, right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to...
At the camera.
You can't look at your banner.
The banner doesn't have all the partners on
I
it, though. But we'll start with Epic Racewear, obviously making us look nice and fly, and Jomo Media for being one of our buddies, really helping us out time in and time out. And ImageWraps.ca does all of our decal work. Along with that is our buddy Phil. If you guys don't know Phil, first off, I liked it. Not this Phil. This Phil's pretty cool, but Underdog Creative Co. does all of our templates for our show, graphic design, renders, all sorts of logo designs. It's really cool stuff. Our friend Remax Jack been with us 5 years now. So if you're buying and selling within the GTA, hopefully Bryce doesn't cut me off because this is going to take I'm going to go for hours.
You're going to get that music like you get the Oscars.
I'm going to get the Oscar music.
And then you're just going to get the hook.
Yeah. Clinton Jeffrey with GSR, Oshweekend Speedway, and GeForce TV. Been with us for a couple of years. I also want to thank Sauble Speedway and Brad Holmes, who came on board this year. Give him a shout out, and he's not even paying attention. You're yawning over there.
He needs a recliner.
You got Sunset Speedway back with us another year. Peterborough Speedway joining us for their first time. Mighty Wipes is back with us. Pam and Dennis are here just over to the right-hand side. Make sure you go and get your box of Mighty Wipes because they're amazing and it's alcohol-free, which is what I need. 2 minutes, Bryce. I've got to get this all done in 2 minutes. Two Speed Motorsports, Corey McAllister, been helping us out for the last couple of years. We're doing some great contests and giveaways with him. Let's see. I have some that aren't back, so that's why I'm trying to remember which ones those are. We got Ray Cullen Chevrolet, which Steve McCaw down in the Delaware area. What are you guys laughing at? London Rec, or not London Rec, but down in the London area. Buy, sell, or even just sing the tune if you want. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Were you? Oh, okay. Is that the hint that you're giving me? Paille Course Racing, Paille Racing with JC Paille. Been with us for several seasons. Recap Recovery Drink. At the end of the night, I'm definitely going to need that because I'll have no voice and no energy. So definitely make sure. They're not here in Ontario yet, but they're hopefully on their way. Yes, I'm cheating. Raptor Filters. That's part of our two-speed motorsports program. Make sure you go and pick one up. Do you have one?
No, I am picking one up this show.
For shame. Go pick one up. Do you have one?
They're on order.
Okay. Do you have one?
It's on the car with the sticker.
Oh, wait, you have it? Okay, good. What about do you? Do you have one?
Why do I need one?
For shame. Get yourself...
Hey, Cam, do you have one?
Yeah,
I don't have a car.
Well, for shame.
It's more of a Christmas tree decoration for me.
I can make you a sombrero with it.
A sombrero? Well, great. Brad Robinson, One of his partners last year, we got introduced to Menno and Muskoka Jet Ski Rentals. So you can save 15%, get your order in on your rental for this year. Go up to Sauble Speedway and then go do some jet ski racing. You know, racing. Keyword racing. Actually, I don't know if they'll allow you to do that, but
once you're on the water.
Not my company. So, but they're great. Muskoka Jet Ski Rentals, a little bit newer company, but they're somebody we definitely want to do some good business for. And we had somebody that actually saw our podcast and went and rented a jet ski because of it.
That's awesome.
That was the coolest thing ever.
Should be.
Yeah, Pedal Power 51. Daniel McPherson. She does great photos out at Sunset Speedway. Whoever's shaking the.
ADHD, okay?
You're lucky you're not me.
Hey, you're riding the waves, right? You're riding the waves.
I think we've gone over our time limit. haven't we,
PC
buddy?
275 Tracy Ellis and Jen Hatch. Let me see. Les Entreprises MPWA Incorporated. And I got a whole bunch on the back that I can't remember, but Full Throttle Motor Speedway. They've been with us for a couple of years as well. So, Bryce, please save me. Okay, wrap up. Okay,
wrap it up. All right. This has been episode 2 of the True North Racing Podcast, live here from the Motorama Custom Car and Motorsports Expo. We'll be back up here in just a few minutes with our third guest of the day, Jennifer Hatch. We'll see you guys soon. Bye now.
Thanks for tuning in to the True North Racing Podcast. Be sure to follow us on social media for more racing content and updates. You can find Jomo Media and Promotions on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and at jomomedia.ca. Until next time, keep your engines running and your belts tight.